Pool down here with Orr Cadillac, GMC, and a little bit of everything else, I guess.
That's it. Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
14-10 at halftime. Lobos are up. Hadn't looked real impressive so far. You can't tell me the cold and wind isn't playing a factor.
Yeah, man, we've been out there beating ourselves. A lot of ill-advised penalties. Start the game on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. Big penalties. That's been killer to drives.
And penalties on special teams as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 2 false starts, personal foul. It's been kind of, not the best start for Longview so far.
Yeah, Longview's, as long as I can remember, kind of been a second-half team.
Yeah, most definitely.
Wish the start would have been better, but hey, that didn't what happened. Taylor Tatum's off to a great start, doing what he does.
Yeah.
How many yards?
About 120 yards. give or
Already?
take. Yeah.
That one down here in the south end zone was amazing.
Hey,
Yeah.
I tell y'all what, one more touchdown here had the all-time record for most touchdowns in the season.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Who holds it now?
I think Caden Meredith.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So somebody quote us on that if I'm wrong. But
In my head, I was thinking it would have been Vrondrell.
Nah.
No?
No.
Wow.
I just remember him averaging like 14 yards a carry in high school. It just seemed like he'd have that.
But the thing is, Coach King, when we get up on teams, he doesn't like to continue to keep running the score up on them. So he gets a lot of those players out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, what are your thoughts on it?
Man, I mean, there's been plays that looked really good. If they can just put all those together, like you said, the penalties have kind of hit them in the bad times. But the few plays. Well, not the few plays. Several plays looked really good. I'm like, man, that's the team we need every down.
Absolutely.
If they can do that, I think they'll take it on. They'll take it on home.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
And the defense just needs to continue what they've been doing in the second half. I mean, they've been dominating teams in the second half, and so we just need to continue to see that out of them today.
Yep. Jalen Hill, 1 catch. Is that right?
2.
2 catches. Okay.
He's got about 16 yards so far.
Okay.
It's hard to throw deep in this weather, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like the ball seems to be heavier. I mean, y'all know it is.
And if you watch the way that they line it up, sometimes you see 2-3 people around Jalen just before the ball is even snapped. So it's hard to beat them. That's why you're seeing a lot of success from Taylor Tatum right now. But as bad as we're beating ourselves right now, we're still up on the scoreboard. We're still in control of the game, which you got to love that part about it.
I'm trying to find some games from our area, but when I type in the radius here, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Can you tell us that Gilmer game?
Yeah, Gilmer's up 29-14 late in the second quarter. Looks like they're still throwing the ball around if it's still late in the second quarter.
Tarek
Grandview.
Tate. Throw it to Tarek Tate.
Tarek Tate, my
Is
boy.
that what it is? Argyle at halftime's up 7-0 on Wichita Falls Rider Raiders.
Wow.
Kilgore beat El Campo.
Yep.
Kilgore beat up.
They won earlier
Coach
today.
Fuller got a big win.
That's huge for him.
Newton's up on New Boston 37-0. Small school Sims up on Deweyville 24-8. Carthage 5 minutes to go left in the second, up 33-0.
Yeah.
That didn't take any time.
No, not at all.
No, and I mean,
No big surprise.
what's bad about 4A Division II, and I hate this, the state championship game is going to be played in round 4.
Yes.
I mean, they should have, in my opinion, Gilmer and Pleasant Grove should have been in their own region,
Yeah.
and Carthage should have been in a different region
Yeah.
because one of those teams has won or played for the state championship for 11 years in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
The UL just wanted to break that monopoly up on East Texas teams
Well,
representing them there.
And you shouldn't. If you want the best teams, playing for the state championship, spread them out.
yeah, I mean, there could very likely be a West Texas team play Carthage, Pleasant Grove, or Gilmer for a state championship, and it is going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a different kind of football
Yeah.
than they're playing. No knock on them.
Yeah.
I mean, one of those South Texas teams could play some good football, but they're just the chances of a Stephenville happening in 4A Division II are pretty slim.
Man.
A China Springs, pretty slim.
Yeah.
That's once in a 10-year team.
Yeah, but China Springs possibly could win it all again this year.
In the
in
D1, right? Didn't
Yeah,
they go
Division
D1?
1. They can play.
Yeah.
Gee, speaking of China Springs, they're up 13-7.
Oh.
Stephenville, a team that won it last year against the Austin team, I can't remember the name, down 20-10 at halftime against
That's tough.
the Anna Coyotes, a West Texas team.
China Springs beat Stephenville earlier this year.
Oh, I got a score that I just can't believe. DeKalb is up at halftime on Dangerfield,
Oh,
Really?
22-21.
Okay, well, D-Field still got some time.
I mean,
Do you have a Malakoff?
Lancaster's up 21-7 with 5 minutes left to go in the half on Frisco Reedy. And There's just so many random
Is
schools.
Alito playing tonight?
You know what? Let me just type that in and find out.
Yeah, I think they are playing tonight.
There's a lot of Saturday games there, but they're up 28-0 at halftime on a Lubbock school.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's an easy path.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Where they're at. I thought my gloves would do that. All right, Keaton. What do we got to see second half?
Got to clean up these penalties. When you get the quarterback outside of the pocket, when you get a chance to make a tackle on him, make a tackle on him. Keep him contained. You got to minimize the big plays and try to mix it up a little bit because, as you can see, every time we run the ball on first down, they've been trying to blitz us a whole lot more. Taylor is feeling really good right now, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Yep, he looks good.
Keep feeding him the ball, and we're in control of our own destiny here. Let's keep rolling.
Our defensive line, though, has been playing their tails off.
That's a good
my
point.
goodness, they're starting to control that line of scrimmage, so that's something that I'm going to watch.
Yeah, it looks
the
like
second half.
I haven't seen Rugley out there tonight. That's obviously been made a big difference, but who's playing his position is having a good game.
He's having a great game. Jordan is playing really good in his place.
I think if they could give the quarterback a little more time, we could open the passing game up a little bit. It seems like every pass, most of the passes have been the guys have been coming pretty quick.
And if we mix it up, not running the ball on first down, we can probably open it up more.
Yep.
Something that Keaton mentioned that he noticed first half is their quarterback. Pretty much almost every throw is going to their sideline.
Yep. Their sideline.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Pretty much every throw. It doesn't matter which way they're going. He's throwing to his sideline.
I think there was only one time he rolled out and he hit someone in the
right.
And that was on the busted play too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I think that's something that maybe some adjustments could be made during halftime for that.
So y'all are coaches' daughters.
Yes.
Well, what kind of adjustments are y'all making at halftime?
Oh, God.
Put y'all on the spot.
I'm sure Coach King can certainly handle that, and his defensive staff and offensive staff.
A lot better than us.
Yeah, I haven't watched much of the film, so they have a little bit more information going in to make those kind of calls.
I will say, you said that their running back, he's a freshman.
He's a freshman.
For them. He's impressive. He's
Very
a
much so.
tough kid.
That's number 21, right?
Yes.
He's a tough kid.
This little draw they're running, the quarterback's running, seems to be pretty effective so far.
It is, and you can tell he doesn't really at times have that patience for it. So if we can stall that offensive lineman, he's going to be looking to try to bounce it and get outside. Just try to make something of it. Try to make something more of it.
Well, we still got a little bit of time, Mr. Poole. Tell us about car business. What's going on?
I guess the latest, probably the Denali Ultimate and the GMC. So we can get in the truck or the Sierra, but man, it's really outstanding. It's a separate trim that comes. It's a Denali, but it's a Denali Ultimate, and they got a specific interior. And if you haven't ever seen one, look it up online. Man, it is.
Is that the one you're gonna line me up with?
Yeah.
We were talking pregame about what kind of truck I need.
Yeah, that's
he
right.
He said that's what you need right there. I was like, all right.
Hey,
that
Morgan.
when we were signing up for both, and then you wanted a truck to go with it, right?
hey, Morgan, when you was gone, I was trying to lie to get one of us a vehicle.
Yeah, y'all need to pay full price though.
Come on.
Speaking of paying full price, tell us about the market for cars right now. Are trade-ins still way up?
Yeah, trade-ins are good because there's still a lot of new cars that aren't there, and so used market's good. Trades are good, and we're getting stuff to come in. So, man, if you're in the market, if you know anybody in the market, reach out to us, and we can pretty much give you all the money for your trade-in.
2 locations now. Have a used lot on 259, right?
Yes, sir.
And then you're moving, right?
Yeah, so the plan is we're going to build our new store on 259, where the pre-owned store is currently. And hopefully, man, I think about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. So we're in the middle of the floor plans.
The fun stuff, the
design
design part.
But it's going to be really good.
We're moving Game Day Studios there.
Hey.
We're breaking news. I don't know if anybody knows yet. They're giving us like 1,200 square feet.
That's it.
Corner office.
Couch.
Couches.
Refrigerators. Everything's going to be
stocked
fully stocked.
soda machines.
Yeah. It's going to be wonderful.
Game Day headquarters.
Can't wait.
We build nice stores. I don't know if you've seen the stuff in Shreveport that we've just put up, but man, they're really,
I got to drive by 100 of them in Texarkana every day. Hey, you got a good 3 minutes to pass all Orr's lots in Texarkana. He's got everything.
Got it lined up.
Got everything. Anything you could possibly need.
That's funny.
You got there. Man, I feel like, how long has that car lot been in that spot? I mean,
So
since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Well, we're currently at, I think it's 77, I think. is what
Wow.
John Ray told
So
me.
definitely my
before
entire
I
life.
was
That's
born.
what I said, yeah, definitely.
So we'll keep that location, and our used car location that's on 259. We'll move it to the current store, and we'll sell used cars, and our body shop will expand there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's right. I forgot y'all had the body shop.
Yep. And then so our body shop will expand in all the service bays that we have now, and then we'll have a new service center at the new store. It'll be really big, air conditioned. It'll be great. So
That's awesome.
Can't wait,
Man, that
man.
sounds
It's super
lovely.
excited.
Do you, I know it's a hard question to answer. Do you foresee the supply catching up with the demand anytime soon?
You know, it's not going to fully catch up. I don't think they're going to let it fully catch up. I think
On
if they're
purpose?
smart, they're not. I mean, to having that much inventory on your lot just sitting and waiting is not a good business plan for anybody. And I think all the manufacturers kind of figured that out now. So hopefully they'll supply enough that we can get the customers their cars that want them. I mean, we still have people still waiting. And I would like to go ahead and get them their vehicles that are waiting.
I mean,
But
I'm
then
tired of
we can-
waiting, man.
I know.
Well, how,
If he puts in
how
his
quick-
Denali, how quickly is he going to be able to get it?
I know. I
He's
was,
going back of the list.
He better not.
He doesn't get to skip to the front.
He better not put me at the because I'm gonna run around putting it
I'm
on
not-
social media. and-
We're not in the skipping game. We've got a lot of folks that have ordered from us, been customers for a long time.
but how
so.
quick is the turnaround between ordering and then?
So it
getting there?
depends on which unit. 8 weeks is
Oh, okay.
probably the soonest. And then, some of them can be 12, 14, 16 weeks.
Wow.
Depends on the constraints and which model. So the Cadillac Escalade is going to take longer.
Is that for the bells and whistles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all based on constraints. And it's really crazy because we don't really have a clue until it's day to order.
Yeah.
And then they let us know what we can and can't get. So, but do the best we can.
If you're just tuning in, it's 14-10. Lobo's up at halftime. Frisco Lone Star will get the ball at the start of the second half. What am I missing? Taylor Tatum, 120 yards,
Around 120 yards.
like 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
Nothing
yeah.
nothing just really crazy has happened. It's just a cold, windy Texas high school football game.
And fast, too. That was a fast first half.
Yeah,
A lot of running.
Clock was running.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that was to be expected. Both teams run the ball a lot.
Yeah. New announcement, or Cadillac GMC, and I guess or Greg Orr Auto Collection, Texarkana, are now the exclusive official car dealership, Texarkana and Longview Game Day. Excited about that. We
Hey,
appreciate
that's good.
them. They've been with us first phone call, or actually before Longview even opened. Y'all gave us the go ahead, helped us get down here. Wouldn't have been down here without Orr, so we're happy about that. What am I missing? Anything? If you're wanting to watch the game, unfortunately, Game Day can't carry this particular game. You'll have to buy a subscription to NFHS Network. That's NFHSnetwork.com. You can pay to watch the game. We are posting highlights and quarterly updates. Send us out of here, Keaton.
Hey, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all the support for Longview Game Day. Go Lobos. Let's get this win on the